That sound bad, tuna. Oh, he's getting it. Tuna getting it. Let me, Jay. Tuna, hold this. I want to pick up the other end. Hold on, Jay. Let me pick up some pressure from the other end.
Got air under it.
That's what I thought. PIO 35 Myanmar.
Here, take this. I'm fucking shaking. The PIO almost won over. Big old piece of concrete right there. Jonah's loading up the bobcat. Open it up. We only got a couple little pieces left.
Hey guys, Bondo here. So we got hired to rip this old sidewalk out of here and put a new sidewalk in for this customer. So what I'm doing here, I got the Myanmar VIO 35. We're just ripping up this sidewalk. We didn't even have to use a jackhammer or nothing. We just grabbed it with the excavator and broke it into pieces, and that worked pretty good for me. There was no base underneath this concrete, and that's why it failed, guys. Like I said there earlier, you got to have a good base underneath your concrete. You don't want to put it right on this clay dirt, and there didn't even put any gravel or nothing down. So you'll see here in a little while, we'll put some crushed rock underneath this thing and give it a good base and tamp it. And what happens if you don't do that, where we live, it'll freeze and thaw, and that clay has a lot of water in it, and it'll expand and it will break the concrete apart. So
Is that bitch mittens I see on your hand?
It's got fiberglass.
Tuna's picking on Big Biscuit because he never wears gloves, and he's always calling them bitch mittens when I'm wearing gloves. We got it out. Took us just over an hour, and it's all loaded on the trailer. Pretty quick, huh, Biscuit?
Yep. How we do it?
We're no phony baloney, right, Tony?
Yep. There.
Tony Tuna, the phony baloney. Yeah, we ripped her out of there. The old excavator is so efficient, and busted her up. There's no wire or nothing in it, so it busted up real easy. I'd say the trailer's overloaded, but we don't have far to go.
Okay guys, we got it all dug out. We took it down about a foot here. Got rid of all this organic dirt. And we got a pile of crushed rock. And this is really sticky clay. You can see my sticking right to my shoes. You can see that. Look at that. That's the kind of dirt that was underneath their concrete. So that's why it failed. And we dug it out. So we'll get that nice rock in there. And that'll make it a lot better. That rock will be a lot better. Here's our pile of rock right here. About, probably 12 yards or so. We'll put that in there. We got Carl the Kubota over here. Big Biscuit's unloading them. So we're gonna use that. We had the dingo here, but a little bit far to truck it, so Carl will be a lot faster. Carl and Biscuit. Probably have them dump the first one right there.
Work our way out.
Yeah, we'll work our way out so we don't mud everything up.
Let him know. He might have a different idea. You know, you never know.
Oh, I'm sure. He'll have something figured out different than we will.
I've been thinking of it a lot. All right over here.
Has he? Dump the first one right there. Dump it right there. We'll work our way in. Starting to rain out here too. Oh, there you go. Oh, go forward. There you go, huh? There you go. About 15 more scoops and we'll have it, tuna boat. That's what we're doing in the rain. Carl with a K. Biscuit with a B. And tuna with a T. Carl loves to work. You know what, Tuna? Carl loves to work. He just wants to get shit done. He's glad to have participated in the project. Oh, Carl. Couple more scoops for the first layer. We're gonna tamp this out in layers, guys. Put like 6 inches in, then we'll tamp it. We'll put another 6 inches in, and that'll be our base. About a foot thick of this stone. Which, if they'd have done this to begin with, this pad wouldn't have failed probably.
Probably would have cracked when you drove up on that tractor.
No, it wouldn't. You got a good base underneath here. You gotta have a good base under your concrete, guys. You can't just pour it on top of clay dirt and topsoil and crap. You gotta have a good base underneath there. You wanna tamp it too. Oh, that's nice. That's the way we do it right there, guys. That's the way we do it, Big Biscuit. Smooth operation by Carl and Big Biscuit. I gotta get back to work, guys. Let Tuna do all the work here. Okay, guys, here's the big project for today. Got a little curvy sidewalk to pour. We're running wire mesh in there. We had to get the rolled wire. Nobody's got the flat sheets, so
Nobody's happy about it.
yeah, nobody's happy about using the rolled wire. Big Biscuit
Except
hates
you,
rolled
because
wire.
It's cheap.
Yeah, I like it because it's cheaper.
It's really not that bad.
You don't like it? Or you like it, Tuna Boat?
Not bad.
Oh, I'll start buying it. It's cheaper.
It sucks when you're doing a huge floor.
Huge floors would suck, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. For sidewalk, it's all right. We got a little step here too, guys. We're gonna pour that step at the same time as everything else, and that's what we're doing. We're gonna put a little color in the concrete too. Surprised the homeowner. I didn't tell him that, but he's got a beautiful house here, and it's, I'll show you the color of the house. It's got like brick on it. So we're gonna go with a light brown color to match that brick. So you can see that brick color. So if we go with that light brown, I think it'll look sweet. So, and it's just gonna be a broom finish, 4,000 pound concrete. We got fiber in there, we got wire in there, super plasticizer in there, water, which is a high range water reducer to make the concrete flow nice, but it'll be super strong. We'll pour it about a 6 slump, 6.5, and it'll dry nice because it really has hardly any water in it. That plasticizer makes it really slippery, makes it feel like it's like a high slump concrete with a lot of water, but it's not. Kind of acts like dish soap. So that's what we're doing today, guys. Stay tuned. Here comes the mud. Well, I put a cone out, and Big Rob still couldn't find a job. So I'm gonna bust his chops a little bit. Just having fun with him. It is Rob, right? Oh yeah, it is. Dude! Dude, I can't make it any easier on you.
You put your name on that cone.
Oh yeah, you want me to put my name on the cone? Like Ron Bond's job right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. She calls me, she goes, "Where's the job?" I go, right where the cone is. He's like right in front of it.
Normally I can see your truck, and I pulled down, and I'm like, well, there's a driveway. Oh, here's another driveway, and then there's another driveway. I'm like,
Yeah, it's the driveway with the cone, buddy.
told him,
I always put a cone out.
piece of plywood for you. It says this driveway.
Yeah,
Arrow.
Bondo Construction. Can you think we can get square with that or no? All right, you'll get just as close, won't you? Never mind. We'll get just as close probably at this angle. Big Biscuit's up on the truck. Putting the color in it. Circle T ready. Mixed division. 9632231. What they do, guys, is they spin the concrete up the drum. He puts the color in it. He washes it in with a hose, and then they spin it in reverse and pull it back down in, and then he mixes it up for like 5-10 minutes, depending on how many yards there is. This is only like 4 yards, so mix it up for probably a good 5 minutes. And then they actually have to wash their truck out after before they can load anything out, so it usually costs a little bit more to put color in it from the concrete company. They're going to charge you a little extra to wash that truck out. It's like $50 usually. That's how we do it. Stay tuned. This concrete's got 4,000 pound concrete, guys. It's got microfibers in it. And we got the rebar or the wire mesh to put in it too. So we usually take this hook here that we made and we hook the wire and we pull it up. Yeah, we walk on it and it goes back down, but the rocks from the concrete keeps it up a little bit. Doesn't keep it up perfect, no, it doesn't, but that's all right because I got extra reinforcement. This is super strong concrete with the fibers and everything in it, but that's what we do. For you wire mesh policemen, that's what we're gonna do on the job. Pull it up and we're gonna walk on it. When Big Biscuit walks on the wire, she goes right to the bottom. But it's still strong. I stand by it. We haven't had to rip anything out that we've done in like 30 years, so I think we're good. I stand corrected. We did rip one out, didn't we, Big Biscuit? Actually, they forgot to put air entrainment in one of our mixes, and we had it like 3 years later. We had to rip it out. We just actually replaced it this year because this has air entrainment in it, guys. This exterior concrete. It's a chemical that creates an air bubble inside the concrete, and that air bubble is a place for water to expand and contract, and it won't pop the concrete. So whenever we do exterior concrete, it's got that water entrainment in it, and if it don't, that's what made that other one fail. Oh, we got it all mixed up. We gotta wheel this first part up in here, guys. This section here up close. right by the step. We got to wheel that, and then we should be able to shoot the rest. But
So guys, we started pouring the step first, and we did it a little bit thicker. We poured that at about a 5 slump. And you see Big Biscuit just shoveling it into the step. And then we had him add just a little bit of water after that, just so it was a little more workable, and it screed it off easier. But that step, we wanted to make that pretty thick. Here I'm just magging off the top of the step. We use a sawzall sometimes and just put it up against the form, and that will actually consolidate the concrete around the form and get rid of the honeycombing. Or we'll use a concrete vibrator, a stick vibrator. So, and we're just dropping the wire in kind of as we go here, because you end up tripping over it. So this, like I said here, with this wire this is rolled wire. We don't like using the rolled wire much, but people are out of the mats of wire. So we're just going down through here, guys, and just screeding it. I'm just screeding it by myself. The boys are placing it. Once we got past this first section, we could get rid of that wheelbarrow, and Rob just dumped it right in there. He's a good driver. Placed it right nice for us. So this is how we do it, guys. This, like I said, this concrete failed just because of this, what was underneath it. A lot of times it's not the concrete that fails, it's what's going on underneath it, all this clay. Whoever poured this, you know, was here probably 15 years, 20 years, but had a lot of cracks in it and stuff through the years because it wasn't draining properly. Didn't have any kind of base underneath it at all. That was just site soil underneath this. A lot of clay, a little bit of sand in there, but mostly clay. So that's the importance of it. That's kind of why I made this video, just showing you why concrete will fail sometimes. It's not always the concrete to blame, especially on jobs like this. I can tell you what the problem was.
still pretty soft, huh, tuna boat?
Oh, yeah. Creamy.
Yep, we're gonna get it sealed up. I kind of like that color.
Yeah.
That would look sweet if we're stamping it. It looks sweet anyway, but I'd like to see that stamped.
Mm-hmm.
It's a border edger, guys. Putting that edge in there. That's the tool. Got this adjustable groover on it. That's how we do these borders. Down here.
Mm-hmm.
This tool here, guys, is what's called a funny float, and it's basically like a magnesium trowel on a stick. It's pretty nice because it keeps you from having to knee board a lot of stuff. You can reach out and get a pretty good finish on it. We don't like to use steel on exterior concrete so much. We use these magnesium trowels because the steel will kind of seal up the surface. And this has that air entrainment in it, like I said earlier, which is just air bubbles in the concrete from, there's a chemical they put in there. So you don't want to use like a Fresno on these too much. You're better off using like this magnesium float and just magging everything. That way it keeps the surface more open. And like I said, it won't freeze and pop on you, pop the stones out.
It starts to look different, and we gotta stop. It's really hard to keep this straight.
Here guys, I'm just staying ahead of Biscuit and mag floating out, getting a nice surface for his broom. It's kind of a pain to put this border in here, just because when you broomed it you had to stay off the border, so it was kind of tricky. Then we had to kind of go back and fix it where the broom touched it a little bit, but kind of wanted to try it. I like the detail. I just ended up doing it that way. It's bigger than a picture frame, but it looked good, but I don't know if I'd do that again with a curved sidewalk. It was a pain.
Hey guys, we just stripped the face off of this step. Now we're gonna rub it down. Take a mag and scrape some fat off the pad. This is still really green, so you gotta be super careful. If you strip it this soon, you should be able to peel some paste off of here and just parge it up nice. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Like that. Ooh. I usually don't have it stripped this soon.
After I'm done here getting this paste filled in here, I'll use a float, guys, like a rubber float, and I'll just float this face off. Right now I'm just scraping up fat off the surface there like I showed you and putting it in those little honeycomb holes. And you want to strip the form off pretty early, but not so early that the concrete is going to move on you. It's got to be stiff enough. So we pulled it pretty early, and we were just real careful when we pulled it off, and it worked pretty good here. This step looked pretty nice when we were done.
Put that edger tool together soon.
Let me know down in the comments, guys, is this how you do a step? We've just been doing these quite a bit lately. Had quite a few steps, and this seems to work pretty good, but I'm definitely open for other ideas on how to make these steps look really nice. I see some really nice work out there on the internet that people do. So I'm always trying to learn as well as you guys. Make sure, guys, you hit the like button if you like this video too, and leave me a comment. Anything's good. It helps out the channel. Really appreciate it. Channel's growing real good. We're just brooming it out here, guys. This isn't the broom we usually use. This is just a regular sweep broom, but this had a short handle on it. As you can see, we're getting in between these two buildings, so I just used this short-handled broom. It worked pretty good though. Here I'm going back over the edge and try not to hit the broom. You're kind of tipping this edger trowel up.
Okay guys, we got her done. That's what she looks like. It'll lighten up tomorrow, I'm sure. But we put that border on there. That tool wasn't that great. It's kind of a pain to use. We use it to create borders for stamped concrete, but with these radiuses it was a pain. But we got her. Come out pretty good. I like that the curvature to it with the border and the light brown color. Like I said, it should lighten up to be the color of his brick there, we're hoping. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna call it a day for today. Well, and this job, we gotta go wash my aunt's stampcrete.